Hey guys, me Borth. These are my stats for the Brackenhide Hollow 8 you're about to watch. Just showing that I have max Fairlath, tier set, talents. Get into it. So obviously at the start of the key, we do pre-pull timer, and I hit my slappy hands and pre-pot. You want to slappy hands as blood DK at the start of every key because it gives you max bone shield. Very important when you start a key to have your defensives rolling, or else you're gonna, notoriously get one shot as a blood DK. Here I pull 2 packs and I wait here because I want the patrol that's gonna come. And I figure by the time this pack is completed, the patrol should be walking up on us. We have really strong DPS in this group. This is me and my buddies. You will notice that Munchies does fall over quite a bit. He's practicing Feral Druid, but practicing in an 8 probably isn't ideal. Here I pick up the next pack and then go through regular rotation. You can see the DPS is still fairly strong at this point, and there goes Munchies. He will fall over quite a few times in this key, which is totally okay. I think everybody's kind of dead in the water here with their talent or their cooldowns. So we're smashing through this pack. And then our monk heal will go free the Tuskars. I think. There it's gonna be Munchies because he was licking the floor. So here I pulled a single pack, and then I grabbed the little patrol on the side. I was going to go in for double, but we didn't have any DPS CDs up, so I figured we might as well just pull the 1. It was a little bit safer, and there goes Munchies again. Not watching his feet. Yeah. Poor guy. I feel bad. But yeah, one thing that I will say, if you're new to tanking Mythic Pluses, you need to keep your pace. If you don't have a stealth class like a rogue, or in this case a feral druid, you need to keep your pace fast. If you have CDs, go. If that pack is at 10% health, go. Pull the next pack. Get it organized, get it ready for your DPS to come in and start smashing. Here you'll see Evan gets really low, but he pulls it back and he's good to go. Blood DK feels really good this season, especially after getting my Fearlath. I was a little late getting it. I think I got it last week, actually. Then I built it, and then I spent that whole week maxing it out, and oh my goodness, is it worth it? The damage output that Blood DK has is pretty insane. So this, I think, was a double. Yeah, it was a double. This was a little bit of an overpull, I think. I don't think the group was ready for the damage, and I did lose threat on the War Scourge. It didn't kill anybody, but it got close. But you'll see that everybody kind of starts falling over. We didn't have any AoE CC here. I think Evan was a little slow getting to the pack, so we didn't have his kick. And as you can see, I didn't use my cone to shut them down, so the claw mangles just kind of turned around and smacked the crap out of everybody. So this was a little bit of an overpull. It was a poor decision on my part. And this is a newer route that I'm trying, and as you'll see by the end of the video, it definitely is not a great route. So not every route that's on Keystone Guru is actually a very good route. Keep that in mind if you don't do your own routes. And you're like me, and you generally route the best you can, but then you look to people that do much more difficult keys and have much more experience in Mythic Plus than I do. and you go off what they do. So we killed that pack. Munchie's gonna free that Tuskar, and then usually I do this as a double, but I was feeling a little scared because of all that dying that just took place. So I just pulled this as a single and grabbed a War Scourge. We didn't get an interrupt on the decay speaker for a little bit, so it, sat there and kind of free casted. Dizer's over there smacking the living crap out of it, trying to get it down as quickly as we can. Good interrupt on the War Scourge. Everybody's hitting their buttons. So I should have pulled next here. I don't know why I waited this long. I'm going in, still have bone stacks, Death and Decay, Blood Boil, Heart Strike, get that threat. Then the patrol that I want is getting close. We don't really have a range interrupt here, which kind of sucks. Drop a Death and Decay on them, start beating crap out of them. Get them all grouped up. I think we missed this burst here. Yeah. There's one thing I think all of us need to work on a little bit is our interrupts. As a group, we hit 3K last season, which was really cool. It's the first time I had ever hit 3K. So, and this season, I think our goal is 35, maybe 4. Like 35 would be really cool. I think it's pretty doable. The key difficulty doesn't feel too bad this season. Granted, the highest key we've done is a 9. And it went pretty good. We timed it. That's all that I care about. Alright, so we free that Tuskar, and then I rocket forward, get this pack. Like I said, usually I pull this pack as a double, so we can just go straight to boss. I feel like this was kind of a time waster here, but fortified. And then 2 people stand in the green snot and die. Luckily, we have a Ret Pally and a Blood DK and a Feral Druid. So, good survivability classes. Feral Druid maybe a little less so, but I mean, Blood DK and Ret Pally, you can't beat those down. You really can't. So we just sit here, we grind down this pack with only 2 DPS. There goes Banished. I'm not sure what actually got him there. I think it might have been the Claw Fighters turning and doing their Claw Mangle thing. But I'm not really sure what got him. He should have stayed dead. I think we lost a little bit of time here with the run back. Yeah, definitely a little bit of a sloppy start for the key. 10 deaths in, not even at first boss. I think several of those deaths were my fault for that overpull. Alright, and we go in on Trick Totem and the crew. Now, sometimes, depending on the tank you have to kill a different one of these. At this low of a key level, though, I'm not ever worried about it, so I just tell everybody to kill Trick Totem first, go ham. I think at higher keys, I'd probably want Hack Claw dead first, or Gnashtooth dead first. You see Munchies goes down there. The amount of damage that Kitty takes from physical is pretty insane, and I don't think he's used to it. Dicer gets kind of trapped, but he gets out. There's the in cap. I think we're a little slow cleansing it, but it does get cleansed. And then this is kind of funny. Dicer kind of takes a step forward and gets hit by the charge instead of me. I think this was his first time, maybe second time in this dungeon, so he's still learning them. But I think he's enjoying it, having fun, all that good stuff. And then the Whirlwind, you'll see even it annihilates Blood DK too, because our armor is so low. He's just spamming Whirlwind. But I'm not scared of it there because I'm in melee and I'm death striking, so you know, Blood DK things. Great. I probably should have battle res, but you know, hindsight's 2020. I stand in the arrow here. This actually does chunk me really good. Now, one thing that we don't do, and I think we should start doing, is getting that cauldron, but I don't think any of us are actually an alchemist, so that's kind of a shame. I am a engineer on my DK, so like we get that extra life in Halls of Infusion, which is really good, but yeah, I don't think any of us are actually alchemists. So I pulled this as a single. Like I said, I think I was a little scared that I'd kill the group more, so I was pulling a lot more passively for the rest of the key, and that does cost us in the end. I really think I should have been a lot more aggressive with my pulls. Just keep on death and decaying, make sure I'm standing in it so my heart strikes are hitting everything, and I get that nice haste buff. But yeah, you'll see that Blood DK just does consistent good damage. I was going to play Protection Paladin this season, but maybe I'm playing it wrong, but the damage just felt non-existent. Unless I had wings up, then it was great. But Blood DK, it's consistent damage even without any big CDs. So he's almost dead, so we pull next. I don't think I pull more here. I think I'm just pulling very passively. Got my slappy hands going, doing big damage. I fear last here. Alright, so this is a bit bigger pull. Normally those 3 packs I would pull together, but like I said, I was feeling I didn't want to overpull for the rest of the dungeon, and I think I was underpulling for the most part. Yeah, we're 12 deaths in. We're about 10 minutes, a little over 10 minutes down on the clock. And it's not going as well as we were hoping. I think Munchies is planning on switching to Shadow Priest, which will be really cool. Because Munchies is he's my co-tank in our raid group, which, if you're interested, mass casualties on Storm Rage. Give us a look on Raider.io and whatnot. We're doing all the fun things. We are currently looking for a tank, so if you got good logs and good attitude, yeah, hit us up. Let us know. Yeah, I pull here. This is kind of a bigger pull that I do. It can get a little spicy. Sometimes I'll grab all 3 packs, but again, I think I was just I was being a little passive. And I don't think I shouldn't have been. Because we have the damage to just crush these packs. Banish takes a breath to the face there. I mean, look how fast that melted. So I should have pulled all of it, because now we're kind of dead in the water with our CDs. One add-on that I need to turn back on, I think, is Omni CD, so I can pay attention to my group's actual damage CDs and make pulls accordingly, because that is a problem that I run into. I mean, we are in Discord together, so I do ask if everyone has CDs up a lot of times when I want to do a bigger poll. And if I get confirmation, then we'll do a bit bigger poll. But as you can see, this pack's taking a bit longer because we wasted our CDs on all of those lashers, all those little mobs. So kind of dead in the water here. I use my CDs too, so all the big damage is gone. But yeah, I mean, look at the Blood DK DPS. It's consistently high. Now, Dicer and Munchies are both lower item level, so don't take their damage into really high consideration. I think Dicer in this video was not even 500, and the same with Munchies. I don't think he was even 500 item level, so they were both fairly low item level for this key. I mean, I'm running the new 4 set. I'm not running 2-2. I know a lot of people on like the Akaris Discord and whatnot are saying that 2-2 is the most optimized damage profile for a Blood DK. And I mean, it makes sense having that free, literally free 20% damage increase from Ashen Plague. It's really good, but I didn't want to run 2-2, so I'm just running the entire new 4 set, and I'm pretty happy with it. You'll see Dicer and Munchies both go down here because the breaths went out both directions. Well, that's okay. We clean up the rest of the pack. Evan picks them up, or no, Tato picks them up. Those gosh darn eating weak auras. Alright, so here we are at Treemouth. Treemouth's a really easy boss for Blood DK. You can prevent the knockbacks with this advance. You can pick up the ads really, really effectively. If you're using Grass of the Dead, you can slow them very effectively. Like, this fight is fantastic for Blood DK. Super simple. I kind of wasted my Fearlath there. I should have saved it for the slimes to help kill them faster, but they went down really quick. I didn't move him quick enough, so the DPS had room to hit him. And I take the first consume. I think Banish takes the second consume. And we're moving, repositioning, dropping a fresh death in decay, so we get that nice haste buff. Munchie's kind of overreacting a little bit there, I think. Me not having a death advance. Fresh death and decay. This is the next consume. I think Banish takes this one, if I remember correctly. You can do 2 on Blood DK pretty easily. I pop Slappy Hands here. Forget to hit my pushback. Munchies gets clapped by the frontal. I'm not sure if that was a problem on... He was kind of out in BFE, so I don't know. Odd placement. I was in a weird spot too, though, so... And I forget my pushback there, and Dicer gets killed. A lot of fuck-ups in this key. So Stink Breath here, we consistently kill him because we don't have a class that makes it easy to skip. So I just pull him off the bridge, get him positioned off the bridge. Like, that's a big thing. If you're gonna pull this guy, don't tank him on the bridge. Tank him off the bridge. That way DPS have room to sit at the max range and still hit him, and they're not gonna get stunned. They have time to react, all that good stuff. So if you're gonna pull this guy, just pull him off the bridge. I see a lot of tanks tank him on the bridge, and honestly, I see a lot of tanks and a lot of people get booped off this platform and knocked down with those slimes, and you know, that's a death right there. Can't talk too much because we have 16 deaths, but you know. So we're still crushing. I think in the future we're going to try to skip him, but you know, it is what it is. I know I forget to get invis pots a lot. So this is where I think this key route is kind of messed up. So we're at 80% here. These two packs kind of come together and screw us. I think looking back, I should have went in and pulled the pack on the right. And you'll see our percentage is really low after gut shot. So I think I've added this pack to my route that we were using. Because there's two ways that I was informed that I should change the route. I should either pull that pack and then do a massive pull after gut shot, which is what I might end up doing. I might just take the big pull after gut shot. Bear's dead, and we go in on gut shot. So gut shot is kind of scary on Blood DK because of the gut shot itself. You don't have a big blood shield built up or a CD ready. It can be consistently dangerous even on fort weeks. On Tyrannical, it's terrifying. It does so much damage. So we're placing traps kind of in a circle around us a little bit, so we have plenty of escape routes. Hyenas are coming in. I don't drop a Death and Decay or anything on them because they're going into trap, so I kind of clip them with that one. I'm not standing in it because I'm scrub. Run over and start DPSing them. I do have Grass of the Dead on, so my Death and Decay does slow quite a bit. It's a very consistent slow that I highly recommend running on weeks without Sanguine. So we're not killing the hyenas very quickly. There, you'll see that gut shot damage. If this was Tyrant, I would have been dead there. I hadn't built up a very big blood shield. So just damage. The boss goes down really easy. So at 82%. This far into the key, it's way too low. We need to be closer to like 86, 88. I think 86 would probably be ideal. And here is where I'm probably going to change up the pull. I get all 3 packs of the little biters, and that's a great pull. But I think adding on to that, I need to pull the War Scourge and the 2 casters with this. And we just go ham, because the biters don't do really that much damage. I say that and then my health disappears. But you'll see these casters kind of in front of us, this 3-pack of casters. We probably need to start pulling that, plus the War Scourge. That would probably put our percentage where we want to be, because I think after we get to the boss, we're still 3% off. Or I need to pull this back on the right. I need to sit down and route this key better. I haven't yet. But yeah, you'll see we're very low in terms of... And I mean, that's what these lower keys are for. They are for learning routes. They are for practicing routes, you know, getting those pieces of gear, all that good stuff. These aren't push keys, right? These are for gearing and learning, because they're difficult enough to where they're challenging and you can kind of feel the damage, but it's not as tight of a timer as a push key. I think our current push key level probably 12 or 13. They're not exceptionally high, but I think it'd be really fun to do one at that level. But I'm not sure if we're running any more keys this week. We're gearing, or at least I was, trying to gear the Munchies Shadow Priest. But at the same time, I don't know, maybe he'll go back to his hunter. Because he's not a big fan of the melee DPS, which, you know, I can kind of understand that. If you've never played it before, it can be very stressful. But you'll see we're at like 93% after these two mobs go down. I think we're at 93, 92. There you go. Yeah, we're 8% off at this boss. 8%. That's a pretty big screw up on my part. And to be honest with you, with this route, I didn't miss anything. So either this is a route that's not updated, or I'm insane. One or the other. I'm more inclined to believe that this route isn't updated, because what happens is, you know, I'm in a Discord of a bunch of people that run keys, and, you know, people post routes. It's a kind of a private Discord with a bunch of tanks that post routes that were really good for them and they really liked, and I think this one may have just been a troll. Because they were like, I got a +3 with this route and blah blah blah. And yeah, 8%, missing 8% when you're at Wrath Eye is really ideal. So yeah, when you're taking this boss too, you want to always try to move her at a diagonal from where that where the storm is, the like decay storm. That heal absorb is really scary on a DK, because he always likes to drop the totem behind it. So you'll see I kind of position her close to a wall, facing a wall, right? And then and the cloud always goes clockwise. So as soon as she places it, I move her diagonally away from it, so she's in front of it. So that when she places her totem, it's predictable where it's going, and the group doesn't have to run around the circle. So again, I position her kind of diagonally from it. I'm a little slow here because I was like, I want to get some damage on it. So we move, drops the totem behind it. Very predictable placement. Everybody knows where to go immediately. So tank it diagonally. You don't have to be in front of it and always scooting. I know that's not always an efficient way to tank, because, you know, not everybody uses keybinds. Some people play as clickers, you know, that is a thing. Yeah, so now we have to go and figure out how to get 8%. And at this point, we're in Discord like, how the heck did we miss so much percentage? And like I said, for the life of me, I have no idea. So I pull this whole pack, full send it. And we smash through it. And, you know, my Zug brain is like, this probably isn't enough. We'll probably be at like 97. So I look for more mobs. Like, where? Oh, way over there. Okay, here we go. So I pull this guy. Like, is this gonna be enough? Nah, not. And then the mobs spawn behind. I'm like, oh, that's fun. So yeah, I look at this guy and I'm like, this isn't enough. This one mob's not going to be enough. We'll be at 99, 98, 99. So Munchies goes down. Evan runs forward, grabs the mobs for me. We B-res Munchies. We full send. I purg there because I stood in Bladestorm and I got smacked by all of those little mobs all together. So, you know, that's traditional Blood DK one-shottage. Munchies goes down again. Poor guy. We B-res him again. And yeah, I mean, we still time it. Only a +1, so it was a little frustrating. And I know it was a bit frustrating for Munchies and Dicer. They were both learning the key. +1 on 8. It doesn't feel good. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace!